Hi everybody, welcome to another exciting stream on Bowtie Gaming 14. Yay, we got the replacement camera! My gosh, I forgot how well this thing worked when I first bought it, like compared to what I just tossed from the camera being 4 years old on the previous go-around. So yeah, today we're playing more Glover. First, I'm just gonna make sure nothing sounds wonky with the new camera, that all the settings are good. It should be, but I don't know that for certain, so once I confirm that in like 10-ish seconds, we should be good. Test. Alright, sounds good. Onwards to World 5! Still can't believe we beat Boss 4 yesterday. That was insane, actually. Ice physics! Oh, I see, while you're on the ice, you can't change the ball type. Okay, you just can't do it while it's iced over. Gotcha. No, give me the ball back! Whoa! Darn it, all that effort to get to the checkpoint, I died anyways. Well, of course, now I'm pretty much starting from scratch because all the lives I had just went down the toilet on that last boss fight. So now I'm down to the standard 6 lives. Oh! So get that queued up while I'm thinking about it. Thank goodness these levels don't have a time limit. Yeah, it's like you only get 3 shots at it and then you're dead. Unless the ball gets killed off before you. Yeah, Glover is literally just stuck. And I got stuck anyways. Might have to check the guide here. See what the heck they did. Okay, yeah, it's really just brute forcing it. Yeah, and there's literally nothing you can do to free Glover, he's just stuck. Don't go too far, ball! Welcome on into Glover, / we finally have webcam again. For those who missed the context, my previous webcam of 4 years died last week, so now we have a replacement. Luckily, I was able to get the exact replacement, because otherwise that would have been a pain in the butt. And also, I beat the Frankenstein boss yesterday, and my gosh, that was, I feel accomplished. Oh, he just lets go the second you're on the ice. That's a problem. I'm doing good, just work's still kind of slow and hope. I mean, it's supposed to pick up next month, but it's still just like What the hell? Yeah, I was gonna say. Alright, final push and end of level. Yippee! Yeah, apart from that one boss, the rest of the game's been pretty fun so far. Ooh, now we got the fire level. No, you don't, you stupid T-Rex. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, that's honestly the only level that hasn't really been quote-unquote, I mean, like, well, not even quote-unquote, like, it's the only level that straight up has not been fun. Every other part of the game has been fun. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if a decent amount of people just stopped playing the game at that point, back in the day. Yeah, I was gonna say, just, I mean, like, you kind of get, like, Glover, who's the kind of the classic platformer character akin to Mario or something, but then he's got the ball mechanic. It's definitely interesting. Oh yeah, I have to say, back when there was a metric ton of them. Yeah, one thing I found out is that this company also made a decent amount of the, or it was Hasbro Interactive, which made several board games for PC, like Monopoly Junior. That blew my mind. I'm like, because I grew up playing those games a lot when I was a small child, and I'm like, wow, and I checked, and it was pretty much, that one, for example, came out a year before Glover did, and I was like, wow, they were just in the throes of that stuff when they came out with Glover. Oh, good. I honestly had no idea. Good to know that. I don't do well with lava! Oh yeah, I saw the, I know a couple people are telling me about that. I'm like, yeah, nice. I wouldn't be surprised if they'd done a Zelda theme already, but it's like, oh, they're doing a Zelda theme. Yeah, I know, Glover is just having a time. Why did the wizard forsake me? This all happened because of the wizard's hubris. He's like, I'm gonna make this cool potion that's gonna make everything just go completely awry, because why the heck not? Yeah, that would have taken me a while to figure that out. I'm like, I didn't even... Okay, this is another mechanic I guess I just didn't know existed. Yeah, you could just jump on the ball and you could... Okay, I was like, now I know that for the rest of the game, but I just found out that that's a mechanic. Gosh, that probably would have made my life so much easier if I know that. Well, I know that now. And now we can progress. Yeah, I think it probably did. I know I just didn't, I know I didn't read all of the Mr. Tip tips, so it was probably in one that I didn't read. I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, so now I know that platform sinks. Now, does it rise again is the question. Hoo-hoo! Barely made it. Holy shoot, these dinosaurs are out for blood. Whoa! Yeah, you know how I said these dinosaurs are out for blood? Yeah. Okay, then go off to the left, almost to the checkpoint, and boom. The more you know. That Glover can just get yeeted into oblivion by these armadillo enemies. Oh gosh, they're speaking of which. Oh. This is just called Glover Chicken. Alright, I won Glover Chicken, yay. Fiendish! Oh, yeah, that got bright all of a sudden. Hello, grass. I have several questions. Time for more Glover chicken. Who needs the ball when you can just do this? Gonna need all the extra limes that I can get, considering I spent all of them in the Frankenstein boss fight. Okay, good, you can just shortcut back. Checkpoint! Oh, hold on a second. Be right back. Alright, and we're back, and I'm just gonna make sure there's no echo, and then we're good. Yeah, it seems like the echo. There must have been some update on XSplit's end that got rid of the echo issue, because it used to be a massive problem. I haven't really had it since then, though. I'm just still paranoid, because for like the first couple of months, it was a problem. Level complete! Frozen Dino! No longer Frozen Dino! Whoa! 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 I see how it is, game. Gonna do an insta-kill move like that? Get him! Get him! So yeah, definitely go into this boss fight with multiple lives, otherwise you're screwed. Get him! That was easily more straightforward than the Frankenstein boss, and it's not even close. Alright, World 5 complete. And then we cause the extinction of whatever that dinosaur species is. I know it's technically a T-Rex, but I like to believe it's some subspecies. The Coolosaurus Rex died by glove. Magic! Yeah, I like how the overworld becomes more cheery and hopeful as time goes on. Alright, World 6. Okay, it is a space world. Whoa! Yeah! Is that what I thought that was? Yeah, low gravity! Low gravity! So you know those Mario Galaxy jokes I was making on, yeah, now we're actually doing that. Woo! Or on the moon! I'll come back to the plot in a minute! I kinda just want to mess around with the physics! How dare you, stupid alien! Clover will catch up eventually. Wee! Wee! Oh yeah, that's definitely not gonna reach. I cast levitation! Okay, that must be like a deadly poison or something. Alright, let's see. Okay, you're not even supposed to go up here with the ball. That honestly explains a lot. And the ball died off screen anyways! Yay! Inside the spaceship. Rocket launcher. Whoa! Okay, and there's the end of the level. And done. Okay, yeah, I think the game glitched out because I'm forced to do this level again. Yay! Try my darndest to speed run through this sucker. Emphasis on try my darndest. Okay, the ball stops, so I shouldn't have to... Nothing should be happening in theory. Okay, that time it actually took. Okay, now on to level 2. Oh, that counted as a death? Oh my gosh. Oh, the enemies respawn if you die. Okay, so yeah, what I did was literally just pointless. Hoo-hoo! Finish! Alright, level 3. Yeah, I do not know how you're supposed to deal with this thing. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, in one flawless motion, you're supposed to chuck it so it rolls down on the platform, stun it, and then hit it with the other one, all in one flawless run. Okay, then. This is a difficulty spike for sure. Oh, shoot. Alright, checkpoints. Hmm. Well, this is gonna be a pain in the butt. Never mind. Welcome back to... What is this poor glove getting up to? What's Glover thinking about? He's just like, I'm done with all of you. This is actually running in the 90s. It's just Glover flutter running. Oh, shoot. Okay, crisis averted. Wait, what? It's gonna be like, Okay, so I'm guessing that must have summoned the platform over there, and now he can cross. I'll go with it. Before the robots kill us. Okay, good, it was really that easy. Alright, level complete. Glover is happy for 5 seconds. Until the robots attack. Glover's like, this feels slightly unbalanced. Dare I say cheating? Okay, I see how it is. This robot's launching nukes at us. Oh! And suddenly the boss fight turns into a platforming section. Maybe. Unless this is the final boss fight. Wow, this is- oh my god, so the final boss is a mech fight! This is sick! Wow! Never would have guessed this was the I thought it was just gonna be like a Gruntilda fight atop a tower or something, not... this. Yes, it's cool, but I also gotta pull this off before I die. Yeah, as far as I can tell, this is the final boss, okay. The heck am I even getting hit by? Yeah, I'd say it kinda does. I legitimately don't know what happened there. I don't know if he just camps in a corner for a predetermined amount of time. I have no idea. Yeah, and I don't know, like, I know there's the missiles that you can see, but I do not know what was harming Blubber. Like, I don't know if, like, if you miss, the bullets ricochet or something. That's my only guess. It's a darn shame that every single time you die, you're forced to watch this cutscene and you can't skip it. Alright, watch out for the nuke. Yeah! Okay, so there's kind of a phase 2 of sorts where he sends, spider okay, so I think that's what was hitting me, is he spawns in spider robots on the ground. Because I was like, I legitimately do not know what's hitting me. Okay, I guess the spider robots don't spawn in until... Yeah, so I legitimately have no idea what's hitting me. I mean, I was gonna say, at this point, it definitely seems like an endurance round. Team Rocket's blasting off again! Out of this world, just like the evil glove. And the wizard's back. Good job, Glover. Oh, there's that little shit. Get back here! Yeah! Congratulations! Alright, that's Glover. Yeah, overall, it was a really fun platform. I mean, like, there was definitely a couple of hard sections. Easily, the hardest thing in that game was that Frankenstein boss, and it's not even close. Like, even that final boss, I was able to get that after, like, 1 or 2 tries. That Frankenstein boss. Oh. Overall, I'd say I give the game 9.5 out of 10. It misses the 0.5 because of the Frankenstein boss. Alright, add to the game's clear list. As we enjoy the credits. Yeah, a nice little quick game before we start up the new Yoshi game next week. Or actually, I think it technically comes out later this week, but I won't likely have the physical copy until the weekend, so I'll be starting it next week. Which, yeah, for those who aren't aware that the new Yoshi game's coming out this week, now you know. Let me double check the exact release date. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. Releases on Thursday. Plus, I'll have to double check. I'm not personally gonna play it until October, but I know that Mina the Hollower is finally coming out. Okay, so the quoted release date is the 28th, so next Thursday. So yeah, I'll be waiting to play that until October, but it comes out in about a week. Wow, the game is just like, look at this happy penguin, it's so happy. So happy. I mean, it's probably more of a bluebird, but I'm calling it a penguin. Okay, you can just press A. Okay, so that's the end of Glover. Alright, so from here I'm just debating if I want to move on to a shorter game or a longer game. I'm gonna take a mini break and ponder it for a gosh darn it, game. I'm gonna take a minute to ponder it and I'll be back. Alright. And we're back. So I decided to, like, basically the game I was going to play later this week, I'm just going to start today. So for those who have never heard of this game, or franchise now that there's two of them, welcome to Kingdom Come Deliverance. A duology now, it's basically set in the 1400s Bohemia. Welcome to historical fiction. This game is also rated M for mature, so viewer discretion is advised. Yeah, I mainly was interested in this because the sequel just came out last year, and I found out the first game is on Switch too. So I'm like, let's start with the first game and then do the sequel. Yeah, and also the protagonist is just known for being the biggest chaos gremlin known to man. But first, lore.
Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles's son, Wenceslas IV, whose father had prepared him for...
Yeah, I played like the first half an hour of this just to test it out, and that's as far as I have played it myself.
But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him...
So yeah, the whole plot's based on events that actually happen. It's just Henry and a lot of the things that are involved with this specific story is fictional.
Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Alright, so there's normal and hardcore mode. More realistic, recommended for players who are familiar with the essentials of combat and survival in this game. We're obviously starting off with normal. Yeah, to put in perspective how new this franchise is, like, yeah, this... Actually, I'll double check when the first one came out exactly. The early 15th century was a time of turmoil in the Holy Roman Empire, which had flourished under the late Emperor Charles IV, but now with his son, When Silice the Idol on the Bohemian throne, he was an asshole. The king's activity angered many of the nobility, as well as his half-brother King Sigismund of Hungary, who decided to take drastic measures into his own hands because his half-brother's an asshole. Cue the fanfare! Okay, so the first game came out in 2018, and then the sequel just came out last year. Silver Scarlets 1403. Yeah, for those who have never heard of this franchise, you're in for a treat. It's probably going to be a good portion of 2026's project is just playing the duology. I might take a bit of a break between the two games, but yeah. Yeah, the main projects for a while are going to be this, and then Yoshi, and then we'll go from there. And then also, there's a charity stream coming up on the 30th. Stay tuned for that. As the channel turns 4.
God bless. Same to you. Today's a scorcher. Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Hey, it's a chicken! Henry, wake the frick up!
Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Get up or I'll come get you up, you slug of bed.
Hear that?
Hey, there's the chicken!
Better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear it.
Mom, I'm an adult!
You know how he feels about it.
Don't worry, it wasn't that.
I can swing a sword if I want to!
I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue. A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Character. By means of the first two choice in this dialogue, you'll select your character's default characteristics. If you're not satisfied with them, not to worry. All characteristics can be further developed without limits. So you can either start with speech, agility, vitality, or strength. We were chatting in the tavern, I was dancing, I was with Bianca, which is Henry's girlfriend, and I was working in the forge.
I was sweating in the forge all day yesterday.
Spoken like the son of a blacksmith.
With some errands. So I'd say I have a right to be a bit tired.
Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. and it's connected with that scratch on your hand, and that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
Yeah, you can also double down on a skill, too. Why would I be interested in sword fighting? Matthias was teaching me archery. Something tells me health might be a good idea.
I was with Bianca. Do you want a blow-by-blow account of everything we did? What's this, an interrogation?
All right. Sorry, son. It's just that I worry about you.
Thanks, Ma, but I'm not 4 years old.
I know, Hal. You've grown up in front of my eyes. It's hard to get used to it.
Have my friends been here? I'm hungry. Yes, and there's the meme quote. He is gotta be one of the hungriest protagonists known to man, almost on par with Kirby, and that's saying something. This guy's stomach is bottomless. Kirby and Tatsu from Xeno X. Have my friends been here?
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find.
And Goku.
They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere, as usual.
Oh, leave it be, Mother.
Mother.
You're nearly a grown man, Hal. Father will pass the fort on to you one day soon. You've been courting that Bianca for months now. Why do you have to keep wasting your time with those two layabouts? They're nothing but trouble.
I'm hungry!
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Is Pa angry at me?
Is Father angry with me for sleeping late?
He's not happy. Yesterday you promised him you'd help finish that sword for Sir Radzig. He's not as young as he was, and you know how his joints pain him. He's too proud to complain, but he needs your help, Henry.
I know. Don't worry, Ma. Of course I'll help him.
Good. He always says his knees ache when there's a storm coming. I hope they're wrong this time. It's looking like such a nice day.
Do you need help?
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
You discovered Skalitz. Alright, so yeah, you can rotate the camera around and it'll tell you what cardinal direction you're facing. Why is the jump button? Because like a lot of good games, it has a jump button. To eat food, pick it up. In the inventory tab, food, select what you want to eat, then eat it by holding the A button. Ooh, an apple. Ooh, an apple. And a bread roll. Alright, so you can sit with A and then get up with B. Lentil soup. And like a lot of video games, Henry can also be a bit of a klepto. There's consequences, of course, but you can take everything. It doesn't mean you should. Alright, then we got cheese. And more cheese. All of the cheese. Alright, then we got the woodshed. And the pantry. Alright, so A to take, hold to take all, and item info. An apple a day keeps the apothecary away. It's not terribly nutritious, but it stays fresh for a long time. Cabbage is a common ingredient of meals, and a healthy one at that. Carrots, a root vegetable, healthy, juicy, and sweet. Good in soups and mash. Can be eaten raw as well. Alright, so yeah, +2. Yeah, and then you can save the game, I don't know, literally every single time. Okay, so we'll probably be able to save later. You can't delay, no time to lose. Okay, so then on the D-pad, down is the menu. So yeah, you can check out your items. You got your weapons, your armor. So he starts out with a green shirt, an old boots, a red scarf, and a tight olive hose. Hose are the medieval precursor of trousers, a basic garment for burglars and nobility alike. This piece is especially fine workmanship. The hood is simple headgear that also covers the shoulders and upper torso with a short mantle. Old, well-worn boots. The linen shirt is a basic garment worn by rich and poor alike. And then at the bottom it kind of gives you the stats, including the weight, because kind of like Baldur's Gate 3, you can only carry so much before you become encumbered, which means you can't walk as good. Alright, then we got our food. Quest items, which will show up later, and then we got door keys and trunk keys. Alright, so that's inventory, player, so this tells you your overall level, your stats, which you got strength, agility, vitality, speech, charisma, visibility, and conspicuousness, noise, speed, health, stamina, energy, and nourishment, which tells you how hungry you are. Then your proficiencies with defense, warfare, axe, bow, mace, sword, and fisticuffs. Drinking is a skill? What the frick? I could see eating maybe, but just oh my gosh. Drinking skill makes you more resistant to the nefarious effects of alcohol. You'll be able to drink up to twice as much, and the after effects the next day will be lowered. Alright, then you got alchemy, herbalism, horsemanship, houndmaster, hunting, lockpicking, maintenance, pickpocketing, reading, and stealth. And then your reputation, because it's got kind of a reputation stat thing. 100 means you're basically good to go. 0 means you're basically probably going to get killed. Because the townspeople hate you so much. Alright, then you got stats, general, combat, crime, quest, dialogue, craft, and gambling. Alright, then you get sidekicks later, your quest log, the map, and the codex with all the lore. I won't read all these out, but I'll at least kind of like scroll through them so you can look at them here. That being said, if someone wants to tip, I'll definitely spend an entire session reading these. Or channel points, either or. I will, in that scenario, I will gladly read through all the lore bits. Might take me an hour or so, but we'll get through it. So yeah, it's basically a lot of what life was like back in like the 13 and the 1400s. Particularly in Europe and adjacent areas. Ooh, toilets. Okay, I'm making an exception. In the countryside or during wars, people went outdoors to relieve themselves to the cowshed or the dung heap in the yard. Houses of a higher social standing had a little hut built by the dung heap. At night, chamber pots were used tucked under beds and were emptied on the dung heap in the morning. In the castles and in wealthier homes, we'd find a privy, a toilet located wherever possible in one of the heated rooms and an oriel on the first floor. There wasn't necessarily a door inside, it was a bench seat with a round hole. Not uncommonly was banquet hall itself, so one would not have to depart and could even observe the goings on at the table from the privy. Whoa! Whoa! Privies used to be a niche cut on the wall with a sloping vent shaft leading to the outside of the building. In either case, the fecal matter. Okay, they just spell it fecal matter instead of fecal matter. Would fall freely along the castle walls into the ditch or down the slope. Privies were gradually upgraded and flushed through with rainwater. They might have had a flap added that discharged the excrement once the flap was released by a foot lever. Despite this, up to 16th century, it was common practice to empty chamber pots out of windows onto the city streets. And there's your toilet lore for the day. The lore of beekeeping. And then there's all the tutorials for how to play the game, although I'm guessing they'll explain this as we go. Alright, so it looks like you can haggle in this game. Alright, back to looting for food. Onions. Healthy, juicy, and fresh. Alright, so it looks like he needs to eat more. He's gonna keep whistling. Alright, time to eat a boatload of apples. He's really just Link at this point. Like, seriously, this dude is eating a dozen apples! You've eaten too much. You won't be hungry for much longer time, but you'll be clumsy until you've digested everything. The compass will tell you where to go in your quest you're pursuing. Just head for the active objective waypoint. Alright, then crouch with the L stick. And then your stealth depends on your clothing. Hey, Pa, what's up?
What's the matter with
You discovered the grindstone.
calling?
Sometimes you need powers of persuasion to achieve your goals. When talking to people, you can often choose what kind of impression you want to make. You can use speech, which however is influenced by the reputation you have at the moment with the person you're talking to. In the Middle Ages, social status was paramount, so the quality of your attire and how well groomed you are, together with reputation, can make a big difference to how people respond to you. If you look dangerous, people will be afraid to cross you and be more willing to assign risky tasks to you. That's influenced mainly by your strength and deterrent effects of your weapons and equipment, but other things are also taken into account, such as bloodstains on your clothes. You can sometimes rely on money to do the talking for you. You just have to agree on a persuasive sum. Bribing people works in the same way as shopping. Don't do this in real life, people. In special cases, you can try other skills like horsemanship. It's not only the manner of persuasion that's important, but the specific offer, because sometimes it's not enough to choose according to your highest characteristics. You have to really read what you're going to say. But different approaches work on different people. You won't intimidate a tough brawler easily, and no matter how well you dress, you won't impress the nobility easily. That's because Henry's abilities aren't simply assigned a universal value, but compared with the abilities of his counterpart. You can see the values of the various abilities in the game under the corresponding icons. You can see your own abilities there. Your counterpart's abilities are visible to you if it's someone you know well or you're skilled at reading people. Learned empathetic perk. Okay, so that tells you how much you'd have to pay the person. Yeah, your value has to be above theirs. The outcome's influenced by other factors like your reputation, whether you're dirty or bleeding. You can't outdo the nimble tongue of a merchant, for example. You might want to poison him a little first, and then he'll be easier to persuade. Oh, gosh. Or if you lead a guard away from... This might as well just be Hitman. Or if you lead a guard away from his friends, he'll be easier to scare. Alright, I had to do something. Sorry, I wanted to have a look around. I won't be ordered around.
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy?
And then it tells you whether or not you succeeded or failed.
Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those...
Sure, I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
I like Henry's father.
Chamberlain at the castle has the cross.
I like the cut of this man's jib.
Engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick
I will just nail nails straight into his ass.
charcoal crossguard?
Oh, my ass!
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Objective complete. Okay, so we need whatever Savior Schnapps is. Alright, buy a bag of charcoal at the market, collect the debt from Kunish. Pick up the crossguard at the castle. Buy ale at the tavern. Okay, so jumping uses stamina, and okay, so X or B is the dash button.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Wow!
Give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Alright, we got the crossguard for the sword.
Now I see you, I hope it will go even better. Are you here to buy?
Indeed I am, or I'll have nothing to smelt the ore with, and the king won't get his silver.
Which king do you mean, Master Tobias? The one sitting in some godforsaken dungeon, or the one who holds the key to the dungeon?
These are strange times, strange and ill-omened. But since I serve our liege lord Sir Radzig, I think you know the answer.
True, but where will Sir Radzig take the silver? Hardly to Kuttenberg. Now its citizens bend their knees to Sigismund.
Unfortunately, that's not my problem. Perhaps Sir Radzig is keeping it at the castle until this old unhappy story reaches its end.
I only hope Sigismund doesn't get an appetite for our silver too.
That makes two of us. But back to business. I'll need 3 wagon loads.
I see your people are working hard. You'll have it tomorrow. Shall we go and drink to the deal?
With pleasure, good man.
Toodaloo! You discovered the grocer.
So have a proper appetite next time. That'll ruffle his feathers for him.
Maybe you should have done that a long time ago.
You're right there.
Garlic soup for the winter, onion soup for the spring. Asparagus for taste and prunes for what ails you. Try them.
Just after a few things I need.
Fabric, thread, for the kitchen or the field.
Garlic, carrots, beetroot, onions, all that grows in the ground. Fresh. Come right up. Buy 'em before someone else does.
Hey, Pip!
A Scarlet's Tavern. And more chickens.
You can't be serious, Lich. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tartars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. traitor.
Now even the Pope
God be with
is
you, Henry.
opposed to your king.
I'm with you, Matthew.
So, such
What's going on here?
He's like, hey Henry, what's up?
Just spouting shit. What?
Just
listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
It's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzig is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your Diet will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
and don't forget about Gutenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do? I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
Too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
Speaking of poop.
Redecorate for him. Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some chairs will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So, Hal, are you with us?
I'll do it, I won't do it. I'm not like you filthy degenerates.
Not that I don't want to teach the Deutsch a lesson, but I really don't have time.
That's disappointing. Still, we can manage without you. Let's go, lads.
Honestly, Hal, how could you possibly chance like this?
You guys have fun. I'm gonna go over here and not fling poop at this guy.
Hail to the hero. Strong linen, delicate velvet.
Here, enjoy it. Good health.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
In shops, you first have to put your purchases into your basket, then either confirm the purchase or try to haggle. The amount you have to pay is shown at the top of the screen. Picture for father, the Deutsch is saying stupid stuff, let's trade.
I need ale, but father told me to go and see Kunesh first.
I see. So shouldn't you be doing that then?
But I needed to gather strength by looking at your beautiful face.
He's like, Henry, what the frick? I'll be back. Soon as I go get the money from Kunish. Alright, there is Kunish.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
Give me all your money!
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
Pay for the tools at least, pay the lot or else.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
You can expect a visit from father. Debts must be paid. Pay, you drunkard.
That's the way you want it. I'll tell father you won't pay, and you can tell him what you told me.
Don't come back.
Try to get it back another way. Some people can be persuaded, some can be robbed. If you'd rather not beat around the bush, violence can be a solution. Dad, he won't pay. Okay, I'll go kick his ass.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted? I went to see Kunish, but he wouldn't pay, and then he threatened me. I might have known. I'll sort him out this evening. I've no time for him now. But without Kunish's money, I can't buy those other things you wanted. Here's coin for the charcoal and the ale. I'll get it back from that mongrel this evening.
Alright, we have money. All $7.
Henry, I'm so glad to see you.
I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Take care. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks.
Yes, it definitely seems like it.
Forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Maniac.
I suppose. He's a man who...
Yeah, and then also it's more of a historical fiction piece as opposed to true fantasy fiction.
But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really?
Ooh, Savior Schnapps.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Alright. The game saves automatically at important moments during quests and when you sleep in your bed. To save immediately, drink Savior Schnapps. Okay, so basically, use those sparingly. Okay, so that involves lock picking.
Good day. See you later.
Okay, so we have 6.8 units, and then you pay 5. Close the deal. Alright, we got the charcoal. Alright, then go to the sword fighting lesson. Oh no, not the flogging. The flogging board. I know that's not what it's called, but still. Combat Master Vanyik.
Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
That was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when a son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Yes.
Let's get stuck in!
Alright, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
Time to go fight right next to the sheep. Because why not? That tavern theme has been stuck in my head for months. It's not even funny. Sheepy, sheepy, sheepies! You discovered the combat arena.
So, can we get started?
Let's go!
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far.
Swordplay!
Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it.
In combat, you're locked into your opponent. You can move around him using the L stick you can unlock anytime with the B button.
Alright. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself.
Slash with ZR. Choose the direction using the R stick.
Very good. Nice. Good. Once again. Not bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, why are we not giving him a stick first?
Once again. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times.
Stab, weak attack with just R. Stab.
Good. Fine. Good, good. Let's try something else. One strike.
Okay, that also uses up stamina.
But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another.
You can chain strikes by combining buttons.
Nice. Now you're getting it. All right. All right. That's enough. I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
Alright, go back to your father at the forge.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
Not yet. I'm working on it.
And how much longer will it take? Get a move on. We have to finish that sword today. Or do you want me to look a fool in front of Sir Radzik?
No, I don't. I'll be back soon.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and
I was just pulling your leg. I do have it.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. That's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzik ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, I heard some gossip about what happened to Deutsch. I expect you know something about it.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Maybe!
Someone threw dung at Deutsch's freshly lime-washed house, maybe? And maybe those cronies of yours had something to do with it?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Oh, got what he deserved, did he? Look, I don't know if you're mixed up in this or if it's just those friends of yours. It's all the same to me. But I have a trade to run. The German pays well. And having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. Do you understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of the king?
Does that boy ever listen to a word I say? So Deutsch spouts rubbish, so what? You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth, and not your fists.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, You slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
We have a sword!
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Alright, the nails for Teresa. Alright, we also got some bandages and a little bit of money.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Henry!
Fine lass, eh? Now, stop staring at me.
Thanks, Henry's father. He's like, stop staring.
We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Allow me to make my introductions.
Those days are gone, sir.
haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it.
He's like, oh, for Pete's sake. He's like, oh, for Pete's sakes, Henry.
You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sure.
It's been an honor, Sir Ispan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history. That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. You have to keep going on about it.
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Shit hit the fan.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
And what about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Off we go!
closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out of
on!
time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside quick! We have to shut the
Get
gates!
running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Ah!
Get through the gates!
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run! Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moat! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
All right, we gotta move. All right, get a horse to Talmberg.
Go to hell, you tatter,
You can call your horse anytime by whistling, then mount it. Trot with the L stick, L beast, canter idly, gallop as fast as but it drains the horse's stamina meter. Alright, we gotta move. Run like the wind, bullseye! I used to be an adventurer like you, and then I took an arrow to the thigh. You're bleeding, don't know how to bandage your wounds, you need to find someone who can help you. Okay, we reached the fast travel point.
Left. Elbow gets to the left, along the stream.
Yeah.
Warn the others. They've torched Skalitz. What's free again? Run for it.
Run for your lives!
Run for it. Yeah.
Alright, we made it.
Oh my god! Wait!
Jesus Christ!
Do something! Help! Quickly, everyone! Get your
Help, there's still an arrow in my thigh.
Give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you, and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tartars?
Tartars, you say? Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours. Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
My leg!
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
Have you idlers nothing better to do? Get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage?
So yeah, right out the gate, shit hits the fan.
Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
Sir, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
What the? Hey.
You've discovered your bed.
You've
done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Where are you going?
I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reason. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
You're that lad from Skalitz. What in heaven's name happened there?
Milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Oh, God. Eat. Food.
More cheese! Alright, we've eaten.
Oh, Jesus. I could really do with some sleep.
Alright, time to sleep for half a day. Or I guess for 2 hours, because that's as much as the plot will let us sleep for.
Reported immediately. Understood. Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady. No, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
My lady. Thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Can't talk about it. Tell the story of the raid.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
I went to the tavern for ale with Bianca. I went to collect a debt. I met my friends, and we went to teach Deutsch a lesson.
I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while, and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik.
Me and Father talked about life. Sir Radzik came to look at the sword. I've been secretly learning sword fighting.
Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us. But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
I saw smoke on the horizon. There was a huge horde of attackers, humans in Sigismund's army.
I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armor, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors he went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone, and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep.
He's like, enough of my life story. Let you sleep.
I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
All right, that'll just confirm the save took, and then we'll start off the session tomorrow by figuring out what the people of Skalitz want. Alright, with our story set, we will come back to this tomorrow. So let's go find a raid target. Let's go raid Aelita. Alright, cool. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.